Toss a coin to your witcher. Oh my God, Jaskier's he's in trouble. That's where we last left off.
That's right.
Last week on The Witcher.
Jaskier gets himself into a spot of bother.
We're all right, guys. Episode 5 today. Been enjoying this season thus far. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey. If you guys could go ahead and hit that like button, that would mean a lot. Toss a coin to that subscribe button. Subscribe to get accepted into the Reject Tribe. We're working on that, aren't we? Full-length watch-alongs. We sync up with the time code over at our Patreon page. Become a super reject today by checking out everything we got to offer. Yeah! Terminology slang the way YouTubers do.
Phrases.
Boys at Prepper, thank you so much for writing down these highlights. The Prepper letter.
It was good. You had it.
No.
By the pricking of my thumbs.
What is happening?
There is a girl. A little lost girl. My sources tell me she was last seen at a market on the outskirts of Sodom. For now, only the white flame is hunting her. But when others learn of her, they'll hunt too.
The Wild Hunt.
My freedom in exchange for being the White Flame's bounty hunter.
Sounds pretty sweet.
Where?
Nip?
I don't remember. Have we met this guy?
I don't think so. If we have, I'll need a reminder.
We're playing with time again.
I'm already confused.
Foltest has fortified Bruges beyond recognition.
His annoyance provided exposition.
No.
Oh no.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Oh.
So why don't you just show yourself and we can have a nice chat and you can tell me what you want from me.
Hello, Jaskier.
I said, who the fuck are you?
I heard. My name is Geralt of Rivia.
You both banged the same woman.
Awkward.
Do you know of the Celestine Tower just outside the city? It fell during the slaughter of Sintra. And now new subspecies of monsters are coming out of it. Is that they were nesting in the subterranean structure for years, which might explain the unique mutations.
Oh, so you're the historian now.
I'm trying to help elves find refuge here. You have any idea how completely fucking insane you sound?
Come on, you know you want some. Oi! Hey, don't walk away from it now. Come inside.
Go for it, Yen.
I've got some fluffy biscuits need buttering.
Oh my God, the prostitutes back then.
I need to do it to the garrison and see if any little shitbirds under the name of Jaskier have been caged.
You're going to all that trouble paying someone for such a simple task.
Half when you return.
Well then, never look a gift door in the mouth.
That's what my mom would tell me all the time.
You two! Back on the road!
It's all right. It's all right. I'm an official researcher for Fringilla Vigo.
Time to kill these people.
Shit! You're trespassing Nilfgaardian land!
Please, so be reasonable. We're passing through. We don't want
They're
to...
fucking dead! You're fucking stupid! I said!
Oh, yeah.
Stay where you are! Stay where you are!
Yeah, that's gonna help.
He took care of his, you took care of his.
Given up on magic lessons already? Geralt said that when you know how to fight something, it becomes less threatening.
Can take on 1,000 sack men now.
We don't know that Elder Blood can make Witcher mutagen. We don't even really know what it is.
You, me, and Ciri, we have a chance to do something extraordinary.
I liked you better when you were a cynical old codger.
This doesn't sound like it's gonna go well at all.
If we do this,
Ooh.
it's because she wants to. She gets to decide.
What's with giving women choices nowadays?
Jeez, it's just her blood. Come on.
What are you doing to my bard?
I wasn't expecting this. So tight-lipped about your old friend, the Witcher.
Oh, man.
I don't know where they're going, and I don't know why you're doing this to me.
Such a shame you can't be useful.
No. Oh, fuck that. Or no, are you serious?
Do not.
Now to draw it, you need a source.
Oh.
Fire is a forbidden source because it usually consumes those that draw from it.
Please don't tell me this guy is the key to getting Yen's magic back.
Consumes the soul.
Please, I don't know anything!
No. The songs in your catalogue would suggest otherwise.
He does not have friends, and he does not have weaknesses!
Stop it, man.
Leaving me at home to rot?
This is my wife. She has nothing to do with this. Please let her go.
If you know what's good for you, you'll leave.
If you knew what's good for you, you'd shut the fuck up.
No, please don't hurt her. Leave her alone, please. She's done nothing.
Yes, that's what I was hoping for. Good call.
Aw, these two together. Hell yeah. And them two together. It's just everyone's swapping
exes are
places.
getting together. All the duos you didn't know you needed.
Wow. They really built that.
I have to go down there.
We have to go down there.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about how you both did Yennefer.
That's right. That's the place to do it. Maybe they can play around with each other.
You're impressing all of us up there.
Not enough to join Geralt and Cintra.
You think you should have been invited?
Well, it's my home. My fight. My life.
I need to show you something.
This is an animated movie called Nightmare of the Wolf.
Only grows one place where elder blood has spilled.
These have been sprouting all over the training course.
Yeah.
Put it together.
Come on.
Where I've bled. My grandmother, she hated the elves.
Sometimes our deepest hate is for the things we cannot change about ourselves.
Hey, yeah, you're talking, man. I get you.
With a vial of your blood, we could protect generations to come.
How are you so sure it will work?
I'm not.
I'll do it. On one condition. You have to test it on me first.
Forget it.
Yeah.
Oh, props, Vesemir.
You said it yourself.
Witches are dying, one by one. You'll fight. You'll die. And all of those boys' suffering will have been for nothing.
But if you die, then they can't produce more, so...
It'll still have been for nothing.
Please, just
Let me destroy
let
myself.
me help heal something for once. I'm meant for this.
Guess you really wait till Geralt gets back, that's all I'm saying.
Nah, just kickstart it right now.
Conjunction like that would require two things. A massive surge of energy and conduits to channel it. Now, what if the monoliths aren't points of impact? What if they're the conduits?
Oh, no.
You say this monolith toppled during the slaughter of Cintra. That makes perfect sense.
And yet it doesn't.
Oh, God.
Oh, yep. Ooh, well, that must have been very pleasant in this day and age.
Ig, Reda, Vis, Tirit, Ip, Igen.
Oh my God, I'm surprised she went along with it.
Yeah.
It worked.
I just need a moment to prepare.
Just gotta go vlog.
Oh my God, you guys, we did it.
No magic, remember.
You don't get to play damsel in distress.
Oh.
That's my job.
Not bad.
Come back here!
Oh, yeah, prostitutes!
The Underground Prostitute Network. Oh,
Oh, bad prostitute.
I'm not afraid. Have you thought about Geralt? What he'd say? Everything I was told my whole life was a lie, and the people I loved most in this world were taken from me before I could find the truth. What you're doing won't change any of that. Maybe there's another way to find out where your powers came from.
Reading a book?
Ooh.
You bring terror and you bring death wherever you are!
I don't like this memory. Man, the amount of psychological trauma you could uproot and lead a better life.
We've been right here. The whole time. My parents. Ciri, come on, wait. I don't want to leave them yet. Something isn't right.
This is terrifying.
I know. My skin is crawling.
Is it the same old lady?
The
Witch lady?
Witch lady? It sounded like it. The deathless mother.
It wasn't a conjunction. At least not how we've been thinking. The other spheres didn't merge. They collided, then separated again.
Oh.
The original spheres are still out there somewhere. And our monoliths are calling to them.
There's gonna be another convergence.
Monsters aren't new, they're just new to here. And they're using our monoliths as gateways.
Thunderclap means you're correct.
So many more monsters.
I came to Sintra because I thought someone might be here. A woman. Yennefer.
Now you've done it.
Oh, now they're gonna fight each other.
Yennefer.
You know Yenna?
Yen.
Oh.
Yes.
Me too.
Now tell Geralt some fleeting sentence that she's alive.
After she burned through Nilfgaard's army and saved the continent, we should all be praising her name.
Yen's alive.
Oh, buddy.
You both can love her together.
It's a new time, man. Polyamory.
She's dying. You could have united our races. And now my sweet daughter. You will destroy them.
Whoa!
Child of elder blood. Child of wrath. The time of contempt is nigh. The world will die amidst frost and be reborn of the new sun. Reborn of elder blood. Of the seed that has been sown.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Wow, revelations. Oh.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Something is ending. It's because of you.
Oh, no.
You will destroy us all. No one can stop it. Not even him.
Should have just become a witcher.
Left all this mind palace business to rest.
Where did those Stellaside fragments go? Whose voice was that?
Quiet.
Keep telling me about Yennefer.
Did she say anything about me?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Those are horses.
Oh, shit. There we go.
Oh, all right. Oh, no.
Cool.
Stellasite dragon?
Fuck.
Do you think Nilfgaard knows about this?
Open a portal. Now.
Vesemir, I want it done. Now.
Oh golly.
Do you think this is gonna prevent it from... No. Hey, Geralt.
This is...
Portal.
Portal faster. Oh, no.
Are you certain?
Geralt?
What are you doing?
Geralt?
She's meant to be, to rebuild us. She is not.
No matter how hard I train, no matter what I do, it will never be enough.
You are already enough, Cirilla.
You should love yourself.
We can't kill our feelings. Our best chance is to kill the hatred that we may hold on to and move on
Sage life advice.
So Henry Cavill feels about the DC.
Can't just forget about Man of Steel.
This is Nilfgaard.
I guess so.
This is our first time seeing Nilfgaard, right?
Since Geralt took on the streak.
Yes.
I am Commander Mordifrin Abkelek. Who the fuck are you? Commander Mordifrin Abkelek.
Who the hell are you?
I'm Jolly Old Saint Nick.
Good to see you alive.
No thanks to you.
You know the words.
Behold the mother of forest. The death is within the stage.
Flames rising.
Oh no.
I'm simply a guide to get you exactly what you deserve. Just ask your friends.
Read the secret.
I've earned it. I deserve access to chaos.
I know how you can get it. How you can steal it.
Steal what?
Me.
Oh no!
Oh shit. Oh god.
What?
I'm the key to you getting your power back.
No, don't do this show.
Damn it.
All you have to do
thought
is
of
deliver
that.
me to the right
It's right
lock.
there.
A shattered black door just outside Sintra.
No. No.
I say do it.
Yeah. Deliver next episode. Why not?
We need just one character to be like, English, please. You know what I mean, guys?
We need an audience cipher hanging
Yeah.
around Kaer Morhen and everywhere else that anybody of import is hanging.
No. This actually does make sense. It's just, well, I mean, the reason I'm making that joke is because, you know, when you were like, I felt the same way, like, oh, he's right in front of us the whole time. The idea of Yennefer having to essentially was like deliver Ciri, right?
Yeah,
having to deliver Ciri to a spot. Like, you could see that if you should pay attention, like, yeah, of course there would be something involving Ciri ultimately. And when you're so caught up in the moment of just, there's so much information we're learning about conduits and monoliths right now. Yeah.
The spheres is where I really start to get lost. Of like, oh, these different spheres came together and blew apart, and now they're still separate, but they can connect. Somehow.
No. Long story short, monoliths are gateways.
Yeah.
Activate the monoliths. Monsters
come out.
Bam. Easy said and done. All right. What's so hard about that?
Yeah. Why'd the Witchers need to bother creating monsters
this
back then when they
authentic
could
dialogue?
just had this elder magic?
None of this in-world dialogue we need anymore, right? Let's have people talk like dumb Americans
I just
to make life easier for us.
Put a crawl of the Cliff's notes on the bottom of the screen.
There should just be like a summary, just a really quick, like,
instead of
Witcher for
subtitles, it should
dummies,
just
really
explain it
fast.
to
Yeah.
you.
Because I'm like, I think I get it, but
could you clarify it so I don't miss a bunch of other info wondering if I've got it correctly? Going back over the details in my mind.
It was interesting that it started off with that fire mage guy.
Yes.
Snappy McGee, and yet...
I wondered if that was what he was doing that whole time. Like, are you just like trying to flint spark and you can't because you're in jail?
Yeah, I think the jail that he was in prevented him. That pretty much oppresses his powers.
Magic jail, yeah.
Magic jail. That's how it works.
It's the best kind of
I thought it was going to turn into some... I'm assuming he'll come back in some way. He's got to come back, or maybe not, because like they give him this such a focused introduction. Like, you're going to be the assassin.
Oh yeah, you got to be afraid of this guy.
You're going to be the thing that's going to run throughout the season.
You're
the ultimate threat. Yeah, and then he just gets some fire in his face, and then he's just like gone for the episode. Yeah.
I was lucky. Yeah, I mean, I gotta imagine he'll come back. I mean, I liked his presence on screen, but if this is all that we see of him, then yeah, he is a glorified mustache twirler.
But I enjoyed his time when he was there.
Absolutely.
I enjoyed his time.
And I like that interrogation scene,
you know,
generally.
There's a lot of great things that came from this episode, from, you know, Triss and Ciri, Geralt and...
Istredd.
That's not his name. It's Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz, my bad.
Forget it.
Sorry. Gary Rivers and Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah. Geralt and Istredd. Like there's so much to unpack there. And having especially with Ciri of like, oh, never mind, you were in one camp you are seen as savior, in the other camp you are ruin and destroyer. Yeah.
You're the apocalypse bringer.
Yeah, so it's such it's such an important episode for that revelation to unpack, and then all for the weight of the world literally to be put on her shoulders and the choices she has to make moving forward. And if this truth gets out, like, holy shit, what do we do about her? Mm-hmm. And Geralt's not gonna let anything happen to her. But really, my favorite shit is all with, I would have to say, is with Yennefer and
it's hard not to love the two of them together.
Yeah, I really loved the way the show handled all the story elements. It was all very intriguing. Like, more of the Geralt and Istredd stuff was more the thinking cap, because it's like they're just spouting information back and forth.
They're literally just finding stuff out.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed that, and I like seeing them together. They have good chemistry. But watching just Yennefer and Jaskier, there's something more rewarding and cathartic about it, and a little bit more nostalgic, I suppose, just because of the fact that he's finally back, and also the change of relationship that's occurred with them, and how they managed to kind of keep some of that banter, even though, she's not exactly who she is, but you could feel they really care about each other, even though it's not being spoken aloud.
It's that relief of seeing a friendly face in a desolate situation. That kind of clicks that friendship where it used to be like, especially from Jaskier's end, he used to be like, I don't want to get too close to you.
And in times of survival mode, they are looking out for each other's survival as well. So I think there's something more just immediate about what's going on with them.
Yeah.
And I really love them together. That was, even though it's actually the least of the episode, that's weirdly my favorite part about it.
Yeah, I really like them just both together in banter, but also together in having to evade being caught in, and the mess that the situation they're in has turned into, and her trying to bribe this prostitute to try and rescue him, and them in ways having to try and rescue each other. It's funny because I think this could have felt, and especially too going along with Yennefer's loss of power and whatnot, I feel like both of these things could have felt like wheel spinning, and here they don't, to me, feel like that. I feel the way it's been timed with Yennefer's plight, and then just this whole mess that's become of finding the sandpiper and getting onto the ship, and even Cahir actually takes the voyage, but like the way that they all get displaced through this felt pretty natural. And now it's like, what are the stakes next time? Because it seems like Jaskier's going to be stranded, and Yennefer is in a different plane right now, and I have to imagine that the Deathless Mother can spit her out wherever she wants to. So they're good at like mixing up the pieces, and then making you feel the sort of peril, and making relationships like that I think feel more tangible, because next episode I'm like, God, is Yennefer going to be separated from him again? Is Jaskier going to be on his own? Damn, I want to see them together.
Yeah, we'll see how this all plays out. It seems like he was about to unpack something very revelatory.
It did, yeah. Yeah, it really did.
I'm not sure what it would have been, but definitely my second favorite part would have to be the whole thing with Triss and Ciri mind hopping. And
going into the mind palace.
I don't know what it's called, but anyway, going into that, I thought like that's something that I've seen done in many types of literature, or like I've actually read books, fiction. Movies and shows.
In many ancient scrolls I have read.
I've seen it done quite a bit, but I thought I really like the way they visually realized it, because normally all it is like a hall of ominous paths, which it does become that, but I like how the working backwards, like it seems like she kind of walks into a pub of a sort of tavern. She walks into a tavern, and then it's like memories are kind of just sitting around her around a table, like everywhere around her.
Bazaar of your own experiences.
Yeah, so it's like it's slowly moving backwards through like pretty much the seasons, like season 2 and season 1 of this show, and then unpacking this whole thing with I'm still trying to fully understand what it was. Well, we're not meant to fully understand, because not even Triss really quite got it.
Yeah.
But something about, and maybe it's probably going to be made clearer in the next episode. This is what I mean. This is one of the information episodes where I'm like, let me just make sure I got this down.
Soak all this in.
So from Elder Blood, so she's elf.
Yes.
I mean, she's part elf.
It's the same thing, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
That she's part elf, and all I really got for it was the summary, which is she's meant to destroy the world.
Yeah, she's meant to bring along one of those prophetic, the winter will crush and give way to the new sun, and which I have a feeling will be interpretable in multiple directions, perhaps, depending on, it's like, the White Flame has been searching for her. Clearly, he must have some kind of, or they, whoever they are, must have some idea of this to be, on the lookout for her anyway. But yeah, it's clear that she is connected to an ancient and very significant source of power and heritage.
So, who was that person?
The elf in the...
Yeah, the one who, started choking Triss.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't think we're supposed to know yet. Because at first I thought it was Pavetta, but it's not.
Honestly, this season has been like, fuck yeah, man, this one's easy to follow. And then this episode went, wait a minute, oh my god.
And I'm always afraid to be like, I think it's a mystery left for next time, because that's going to be the thing where people are like, it's so obvious, they explained it right there. But no, I loved the way that whole sequence was captured, both, with just the visual and set, the design of the representation of the inside of her mind. Yeah, this little pub area, and then moving out into these more sort of just like vast, plains and thickets and stuff. And
it seemed like she went into flashback / prophetic landscape. Like it was like combined, slapped together.
Yeah.
Well, also the whole thing with like genealogy memories. That's something I've always been fascinated with. It's like, is that possible to like access that? That's a concept that was introduced to me when I was like a kid. There's I think it was Jeff Bridges' movie. It was Jeff Bridges. Altered States, I think, was the movie.
All right. I can see the poster in my head.
Yeah, I think that's what that dealt with, is like accessing memories and genealogy. I'm pretty sure it's that movie. That's cool. And so it's such a weird idea, but I love the way they did it here, because some stuff started becoming present and taking hold of the memory, which made it scary, because before you're like, well, this is just safe and a kind of a convenient little thing now that we've unpacked, so that way
this is
amazing.
All of our characters should get this treatment.
You can learn so much about yourself and let some shit go. This is amazing. This is great trauma therapy right here.
How many more songs
Yeah, there's so much to unpack here. But then when it started becoming like actually something threatening, and the way how it's I like how scene work wise it starts off with Triss, wanting to be like, we can't do that Witcher stuff.
Yeah,
here's a positive solution, and it's safe.
Yeah.
No big deal.
We're just inside your head. As long as you trust each other, we're good.
We're sisters, man. Girls
get it done.
355.
Be fine. Simon Kinberg. All right.
And then I like how it just ends where Triss is like, get the fuck away from me! Devil!
Yeah, and it's like they are tropes that are used, but I thought they were used to great effect here. Both that, the whole sort of like, I suggested this and now I'm the one who's like super spooked, but also just the slow fade in of the ominousness of that whole experience, where at first, you're like, of course it's gonna be a little strange, but this is kind of cool. And then it gets more and more foreboding until, each time Triss is like, this isn't right, I was getting more and more on edge. And I really liked in general for this episode, kind of branching off of that, everything surrounding Ciri, because I feel like in a lesser show or with more trite writing, they would have had her, in a lot more of like spats and things with all of the adult figures around her who are trying to sculpt her path and act in her best interest. It's like, I really appreciated that, like, when Triss does intervene and she's like, I don't know if you should go through this Witcher transformation, why don't we go try this other safer method first? I like that becomes like, okay, let's actually try that. As much as Ciri has her heart set on this, it doesn't become a reason to spin wheels and have some kind of, I don't want to talk to Triss anymore. It's like web of like Geralt's wishes for her, and everything with Vesemir and the way they handled him being like, well, if you want to do it first, I don't want to have any part of this either. Like, I thought they did a really nice character nuances and choices surrounding her whole debate, because that could have easily become annoying, but especially too with just Freya Allan's performance. Like, I was really engrossed in the ever expanding plight of what it means to be Ciri.
Yeah,
you know.
I think most shows probably would have written a very annoying child character.
Yes, and I'm so happy they didn't.
No, they made her. They've made her very human. Like, I understood her. It's like in another show, you might have just been like, she's so fucking arrogant. I can't stand her. Jesus. But they've let her character slowly reveal herself and what's going on internally over the course of 2 seasons. Mm-hmm. And she's become a character I'm very much endeared towards. Like how she had that whole speech prior to the, like when she's talking with, I think it's with Triss. It's with Triss or Vesemir, one of the two, about, I'm trying to, I think it was with Triss actually, like I'm trying to find a path, and my whole world I've known has been shattered. I've been on the run, everything's a lie, and I'm just trying to find some purpose and find some truth, and I'm trying to understand why I am the way I am. If my blood is supposed to be, I know she didn't say this, but this is kind of how I interpret it, like if my blood is supposed to be the thing that helps create more Witchers, maybe I'm meant to be a Witcher myself. And how she does find the answers here, and yet it's not at all what the truth sometimes doesn't set you free. You know,
doesn't help you gain any more control.
But the way how it ends, like it's such a just a harrowing thing that she has to learn about herself. But how they brought it back with Geralt and her when he steps in to intervene before the Witcher process takes place. Like a lot of these characters, they do such a good job with these characters that they internalize so much. Like Vesemir, you know, he starts off like, I'm not desperate, I'm hopeful, but I'm like, I think you're a little desperate. I think you're. And I think in that moment before he injected her, you know, he has that look where after Geralt walks away and he's like looking at the injection gun, you know? And you just see this look of realization on his face, like what did I almost just succumb to?
What did I get carried
Because
away
I was
with?
fucking desperate. And then with Geralt having this, the way they've written him is so good, because seasons could just be too much. They could easily just go way too much. And they've managed to just choose the moments where he is just the right moments to pull something out of him where you're like, this guy's actually a sweetheart.
Dad of the year.
Yeah, to just be like, you are enough. You're amazing. You know?
Yeah, we need to improve your self-talk.
Yeah, I love how I won't say what reference it is, but you guys know. And when he has that moment with her, it is so moving, and it's such a development of the kind of relationship that they have, that you do feel, you know, when they say, there's things I buy into that I feel like in other shows I'd be like, I don't know, man, are we really there yet to say that? Like when she's like, I care, when Vesemir's like, I care about you, and she's like, I care about all of you, I really believe her.
Yeah.
Or
it feels earned.
You know, when Vesemir's like, we shouldn't do this to you, you're Geralt's child. I'm like, I believe that. I believe that Geralt does view her now as his child.
And that Vesemir would have it, especially if you saw that Shadow of the Nightmare of the Wolf, like, you know, he has it within him too, to make those more benevolent choices that are about humanity more than about the bottom line and getting more Witchers out there, you know?
I mean, Vesemir really let himself go. He did a whole Marlon Brando.
I know. His whole hairdo and beard style changed. Now he looks like an aged biker. Before he looked like Carl Urban. It's okay. Maybe at the end of the season he'll bring his old look back before he gets killed valiantly or some shit like that.
There's a lot of beautiful, and I think the way they weave through normally these episodes crescendo into some like fight or something. and somehow this landed more of an impact off of all the revelations it incurs.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of revelations that happen in here. There's so much to unpack. And I'm like, wow, that's a thick episode of knowledge right here.
Mm-hmm. And they're good at making all of that, plus all the different characters you're hopping around to feel like, one big living world. And that's part of why, like, even though, like, Reince, if that's the firebender, but the fire mage guy, like, even though he trails off this episode, I still, like, even a presence like that feels very formidable and very tangible. And so, like, they're good at making that the case across the board. So kind of wherever we're putting focus, I'm always engrossed, even if it's like, partway through, we're like, oh yeah, I kind of forgot about what Yen and Jaskier were doing. At the same time, not in like a bad way or like an I'm bored with that kind of way, or this plot line is clearly way better than those plot lines. Like, it's got that ensemble vibe, even for characters that you don't know as well. And I think that's also just a credit to how well they cast and how well they realize this whole world.
Who's the witch at the beginning? Is that new? Is she new? It just seems like all eyes are on. Mm-hmm. Seems like everyone's trying to get. Okay, that's why they wanted her. What's is he German? The guy who was
the fire mage guy?
No, not the fire mage guy. The freaking the dude at the end who returns and sees. Oh my god!
Oh,
so many names. Cahir. Yes.
Okay, with the beard.
Yeah. Okay, so they wanted her because they keep saying the white flame, but she is like the secret weapon in a lot the
white flame must have some knowledge to that.
So all does come back to her ultimately.
Because he was tasked with finding her for the white flame, and there's that whole thing about her being like, I don't think he even wanted to hurt me.
The reason I brought up the witch at the beginning is because as I've been talking and trying to just like talk about certain scenes, I'm like, wait a minute, there's so much information here. The witch at the beginning said she doesn't work for Nilfgaard, so she's another plot.
Another agent in this ever-growing pot of people who want to get to Ciri.
So that's a lot. That's a lot. That is. I wonder if it's a little much.
It's starting to become Game of Thrones.
It's a little much for my head to wrap myself. Like, wait a minute, I'm just remembering that now.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got random witch lady who sent fire mage guy.
Yes.
Her.
They got their one.
Then you got the elves and what's her name? Griselda.
Griselda.
I remember there's G in there. Fringilla, which seems sincere. So Nilfgaardian elves and they're obviously gonna want Ciri.
Yes, of course.
Then now you got the witch. Mm-hmm. The mother, deathless mother, who wants, I think that's what she's called, who wants Ciri.
Well, she is at least pointing Yen in Ciri's direction, whether that be for her own end or to truly help Yen get her powers.
Well,
back.
It's gonna be something. It sounds like it's something negative for Ciri.
Oh, absolutely.
That will ultimately lead to a terrible showdown and confrontation with Geralt and Yennefer, when having to deliver Ciri is the way for Yennefer to regain her powers. Mm-hmm. There's a lot going on. Damn, that's a lot. How do you guys? What the fuck? There's so much.
Hey man, maybe it's all right.
There's so much information. And then now freaking Vesemir's in his own little palace. Like, I just want to make more witchers.
I just want more friends to hang out with. There's only like 10 of us, and you killed one on the way in.
Yeah, that's complicated ass stuff.
Yes, it's growing far and wide.
Yeah, this season was so far pretty like I can keep up. And so like, wait a minute, we got a lot of moving pieces here now. Yeah. And then I'm like, what? Okay, but somehow I suppose the monoliths with the monsters are meant to be, because it said that they were after Ciri, but it doesn't seem like they're trying to kill Ciri. Can you think of a moment where the monsters were trying to kill Ciri? Or are they like monster soldiers meant to be
led by Ciri.
Yeah.
They're drawn to her, but yeah, is it a nefarious thing or is it a homing thing?
Yes.
That's a great question. Where is that big old the Chernobog that I knew off the top of my head? Where is that thing going? Is it going to find her? Because it just flies off immediately. Could be Ciri bound. Because, yeah, the Leshy in the woods noticed her, and then the big old thing that he brought to Istredd noticed her. Maybe they're all like, Senpai, notice me. Unite the spheres. Send all the monsters out to...
Well, it's because when they had, like, what looked like the revelations in the clouds, it was like monsters were riding on horses.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
The Horsemen of the Apocalypse.
Probably won't get answered this season.
No, they can't. They gotta stretch this out for as long as they can.
How many episodes do we have left? We got 1, 2, 3. We only got 3 more. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know how you could possibly finish this in 3, but we'll see how this goes. They definitely didn't finish the first one this time.
Good shit.
This one seems like it's gonna end on an even bigger cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And maybe not feel as complete of a journey.
Could be, yeah, now that they're sure they'll be around for a little while.
Alright, guys. Well, thanks for sticking with us as we figured out what we're talking about. And subscribe, click that bell, hit that like button. Let's do a... Eric Horstman. Look, John wanted to shout you out. I wanted to say something really sincere because I know you had to go to the hospital recently and you haven't been doing all that well. Let's take it away, John. Do the shout out you were originally going to do.
Okay, hey, if there's anyone at Patreon who I think would be the perfect lecherous bard in this universe, it would be you, Eric Horstman. Just imagine you with your lute, jumping around the bar, wooing all the young barkeep lads and whatnot. Oh man, you would have the best songs. Toss a coin to your horseman, or better yet, I guess we will toss some medical insurance to our horseman. Just all fun and jokes here, my man. No sincerity whatsoever, just like we like it. But seriously, I hope you're doing all right. I just can't do it. I can't make light of this. Eric, we love you, and I hope you're doing well. And I hope that the new year brings health and prosperity.
This is a messy shout out.
This is a messy shout out, but I mean it from the heart. I meant the joke bit and the sincere bit, Eric.
We're kind of going halfway on the joke. You might as well have fully committed.
Eric Horstman! Oh, Valley of Horstman! I'm gonna write my...
Now, you can't go for comedy force. It's got to still come from a genuine place.
Eric,
you know what I mean?
all right? If there's any place that you should be hanging out, it's Kaer Morhen. It's like the locker room of the whole Witcher universe, my friend. That's where you would swap war stories, and you probably, as a Witcher, you probably would walk around naked with your sword and your potions and whatnot, because that's just your style, and I want to see it on this show. There's not enough naked dudes in the show. There's not been naked anybody in Season 2. So get on it.
There hasn't been anyone naked in this show.
I guess we could get naked.
You suck the life out of me.